Hi there, green days are back. The Oppo K10 in the house. Well, it's got this nice vibrant green box packaging which I'm actually liking. Nice. So we get a Snapdragon 680 chipset in here which should provide good performance, a 50 megapixel main camera, a 16 megapixel selfie camera, a 5000 mAh battery, expandable RAM, and it looks like a really nice budget offering from Oppo. So without wasting any time, let's quickly unbox it, we'll have a closer look at it and we'll see how it performs. But before we begin, subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so you never miss an update. Also follow me on my social media handles, Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. The handle name is Mr. Tech Singh. Don't forget that. So let's straight dive into the unboxing. So here is the retail packaging of the Oppo K10. As mentioned earlier, a bright green box with K written in bold. On the back, we see this is an 8GB RAM variant with 128GB internal storage. On the top are the manufacturing details with the MRP of 22,999. Alright, let's open it up. Then inside here we get the SIM ejector pin. Here are some paperwork which includes the quick start guide, transparent TPU cover, and the quality actually feels really nice. Then here is the phone itself, which we shall check out in just a moment. A USB-C to A charging cable and a 33-watt super fast walk charger. So on the front is a 6.59-inch LCD display with a resolution of 2412 by 1080 pixels. Then towards the top left is a 16 megapixel punch hole selfie camera, and I know there are a lot of people who prefer that front camera to be on the side rather than in the center, but of course it's a very subjective choice. The color reproduction is really good. The panel also gets bright enough to be used outdoors. It comes with 90Hz refresh rate which provides very smooth animations. By default it's set to auto refresh rate, so it will adapt as per the supported apps. But if you want to save some battery, you can switch it to 60Hz. Personally, if you ask me, keep it to 90Hz as it's a far better experience with almost negligible battery trade-off. A quick look at the build and design, and I'd say it looks absolutely stunning. It comes with matte black finish at the bottom and it's really nice and soft to touch. It doesn't attract any fingerprints or smudges either. Dual tone finish looks really nice. 10K super performance is etched here. Then towards the bottom you can see the Oppo branding. On the top is a triple camera setup. There's a 50 megapixel primary sensor with 2 megapixel macro and 2 megapixel depth sensor for bokeh. Trust me, the device looks really premium. It weighs just 189 grams, it's slim and light enough to provide a really good grip in your hand. Then towards the bottom is a 3.5mm headphone jack, a microphone, a USB-C port and speaker. On the right is a side fingerprint scanner / power button. Then towards the left is the volume rockers and above is the SIM tray. Let's check that out. So we get dual nano SIM card support along with a dedicated microSD card which you can expand up to 1TB. It's running Android version 11 with ColorOS 11.1. It's overall smooth and I didn't experience any lag. In fact, it's really well optimized. But the sad part is that it's stuffed with bloatware. There's Snapchat, there's this Josh app, ShareChat, MX Tuck, a lot of unwanted pre-installed apps. The saving grace is that you can delete them if not needed. Watching videos and movies on this phone is a delight. It's very clear, it's sharp, and the best part, it's very bright. It supports Widevine L1 certification, so videos on Netflix and Prime Videos can stream at full resolution. Rest we get dual speakers, one bottom firing, while the earpiece doubles as a secondary speaker. The good thing is that it gets loud enough and provides a really good audio experience. The side fingerprint scanner is very responsive and almost unlocks instantly. It's ideal to use with either of your hands. There is also face unlock feature, which is blazing fast, but it isn't the most secure and doesn't work well at times in poorly lit environment. The ColorOS also comes packed with features, and especially worth mentioning are air gestures. So you can enable it in the settings, very handy to scroll through some apps, tested it on Instagram, and it worked really well at times. Sometimes it was a little glitchy, but let me tell you that it was really good fun. Then I realized, why not just use your fingers to scroll? It's a lot more precise and convenient. Anyway, it's a nice thing to experiment. I can see this getting better in the future. Then coming to the performance. So it comes with a Snapdragon 680 chipset and the user experience has been really good. Opening closing apps, multitasking, Switching between apps all seem to work very well. Now this is a 8GB RAM variant and we can expand the RAM from the settings mode by 2GB, by 3GB or 5GB. More RAM is always great and that's why most recently used apps are still in memory. Great feature to have. Then we also ran some benchmarks starting with the Antutu and we got 2,74,000, which is exactly what we expect from a Snapdragon 680 chipset. Then we did a disk speed test and we got 492 write and 598 read, which is really good. Then finally CPU throttle test and we got 91%. Wow! Frankly, that was really impressive. Then goes without saying, we also tested BGMI and it played without any hiccups. However, the frame rate was not more than 30 FPS. There is a window that you can access by sliding from the left where you can see the CPU in use, the GPU use and even the FPS. There's a gaming performance mode that you can turn on and that made the experience a little more snappier. But remember, this could lead to the phone heating up. But in my limited time of testing, trust me, I didn't experience any drop frames or lag. Then the Oppo K10 comes with a 5000 mAh battery that should easily last you a day to a day and a half, and you also get a 33-watt super walk charger included in the box, which should charge the phone in about an hour 20 minutes, which I think is amazing. Alright, let's check out the camera samples, starting with the 50 megapixel primary camera. Here are some pictures shot indoors and damn, they were very impressive. Clear, crisp, with good color reproduction. The details in the images truly stand out. Here are some portrait shots and the edge detection was pretty decent, providing very clear images. Here are 2 megapixel macro pics and I'd say they're fine as long as you don't zoom in. Then here are some pictures shot with the 16 megapixel front camera and I'm truly impressed. They're very clear, they show every detail and yes, there is a little more skin smoothing than I would prefer, but you can tune it down in the settings if you wish to. Overall, the images were very clear, they were bright, provide a good bokeh for portrait pictures, and images overall indoors and outdoors are really good. So the camera can record Full HD videos up to 30 FPS. Sadly, there's no 4K video recording support. So I can very confidently say that the Oppo K10 has a pretty impressive primary and selfie camera. Trust me, it won't disappoint. The only con for me probably is the lack of an ultra-wide sensor. But then again, not many actually use it. The performance of the Oppo K10 is solid and we didn't see any throttling or lag thanks to the well-optimized OS and expandable RAM. Then it's got a 5000 mAh battery, fast charging and even a big display. It actually seems to take out most of the important things we look for before buying a mid-range smartphone. Now we don't have the price at the time of making this video, however you'll find the price, availability details and the purchase links below in the description. If you'd like to buy one, you should definitely check it out. So I hope this video was helpful. If there are any questions, mention them down in the comments and I'll be happy to answer them all. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Until next time, cheers.